frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. Hits him with a stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So NC State's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by
position. When you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there and get out. He was making the right reads. He showed it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cavaliers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fake. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Dropping back, it's Morris. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Although they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. From the gun. Give on the inside. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll do it himself. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down. Starts to scramble to the left. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Morris. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Dumps it to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Here's the give off the left side. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the...
Touchdown, Cavaliers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Bailey. Catch in the middle, it's Grimes. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch, it's Anderson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. He makes the catch. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, and this offense within striking distance. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had in the last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning on the Jets. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. It's a running room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him two on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They got zero push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quick strike complete. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? They want to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking for room. It's Smothers. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets him up on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Making side adjustments here. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They boot it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See if a dude...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Here's the pressure. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. It's a seam wide open. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. 4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches.
There he goes. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of